Stand by. This is Control.
What is going on, everyone? My name is Eskimo, and today I'm going to be bringing you another episode of Eskimo's Gears Worthy Tips and Tricks. And today I'm going to be talking about the initial setup coming out of spawn. Now, what I first want to talk about is, it's called speed advantage, okay? Say you spawn right here, okay? As opposed to the person over here. You're going to get to that place faster rather than that place. Well, I'll look at the overhead map. So you're gonna, if you spawn where I'm standing at right now from the pier spawn, you'll get to the anchor faster than the person standing on the left over here going to the banner. So that's what I mean by speed advantage. So when using speed advantage to your objective, it's useful to get to a power position, like say for example I'm running up here and I want to get, well, first of all, I recommend jumping over because you can get right here. Most people, I notice them that they run straight into here. I don't recommend that because you're pretty much cutting off all your exits off. So let me down this beautiful queen mirror really quick. She's not really beautiful and she's really ugly, but yeah. So what I'm saying is that first person will want to hop in the most important position. The second person, I would recommend lancering the people over here, so you know if a guy hops over, just like your teammate, you lancer him, or the second guy lancers him, then this guy gets a quick down. Now the third person would be the person that I recommend to throw in smokes, but I have a tip about throwing smokes I'm going to show you, so I'm going to do it over here because it's easier to show. So coming out of spawn, you know, just throw in the smoke. I'm trying to get in the best position possible, but as you can see, it lands down there. But that's the quickest place to throw it. So what I'm showing you is the quickest place that you can throw it's right there, but that's throwing it normally. Well, not throwing it normally. I mean, if you pretty much what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm going to teach you a quick throwing smoke method that you can throw the grenade farther without holding left trigger. So doing this method, you can't do it right here, and right here is where you would throw it normally, but if you do the quick throwing method, you can get it right here, and that's very advantageous because the first person, if they're using speed advantage as well, will be right here, and that will block their vision. So, and block their vision and stun them. So what you're going to be doing is tapping right trigger, then throwing left trigger. Or, well, not throwing left trigger, but tapping your right trigger, then tapping the left trigger really quick. And as you can see, it throws into the position that you want exactly. So that person's stunned. Your first person can come over here, lancer him, and you know, I've seen people have someone sit right here, but personally, I like to sit right here because, as you can see, lancer that person, and if anybody rushes your right, you can lancer them the entire way as well. So I like those two spots. So speed advantage, setting up, and also I want to announce that I'm going to be doing a bit of a more in-depth video with this for next week. It's going to be a competitive koth, well, King of the Hill tutorial for this map. Like, for each single hill spawn, I'm going to show you where the best spots to set up and the best spots to get in. For instance, this hill, I'm going to show the hill that's right here. I'm going to show the best spots to set up and defend it, and the best way to break it. So you can be on the lookout for that, and also my upcoming commentary over what the Gears of War community needs to hear, part 2. So to recap, initial setup and the spawns, speed advantage. You want to keep track of where you spawn, so pretty much you go the way you spawn. But not always. It's always based on the strategy. Say, for instance, you're playing in a competitive situation, 2 people spawn over here, but you want to send the first 3 over here. So the first 3 spawns go over that way to the anchor, and the 4th person normally comes over here, grabs ink, and either goes to Nades or up the banner. I personally don't like... I personally like grabbing ink and not going to Nades, just for the simple fact that Nades aren't that helpful, and a lot of people go there anyways, but especially in a competitive situation, think about it this way. So if you're here, you don't see anybody up here, and they have a guy down at Nades, just imagine just running through right here. You have a 4v3 right here, and you can take these guys out so fast, and that guy with Nades isn't going to be able to use them because you're all right here. Whereas the enemy team normally will hop over here and they'll trap themselves in, so they might kill their teammates with the nades. And even if they do throw the nades at you, you have plenty of room to escape. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Eskimo's Gears of War 3 Tips and Tricks. Be on the lookout for next week's episode, which, like I said, is going to be a very in-depth King of the Hill drydock tutorial. But as always, guys, it's been Eskimo, and I love you bitches and sluts. Mwah. Bye.